Yep.
Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening. What a great place to be on a Friday night watching high school football, and we've got a great matchup in this battle for first place. Currently, Upper St. Clair leads the Allegheny Nine with a conference record of 5-0, West Allegheny 4-0. And Sean, as we were talking earlier with Don Rebel, a matchup of two of the great coaches in Western Pennsylvania.
They really are. When you look at the all-time wins leader in Jim Render, 395 career victories, and then you look at the all-time leader in WPIAL championships among coaches on the other side in Bob Palka with 8. It really is two coaches that have set a standard over the past few decades, and they happen to be pretty good friends as well. That makes this game all the more interesting. There's a lot on the line, not only first place, but in all likelihood, the top spot out of this conference.
West Allegheny is going to get the football first. And we'll be moving from left to right as we watch from the new press box at West Allegheny for Upper St. Clair. Here's the run-up and the kick. Taken at the 14-yard line on the far sideline. Taken by Merritt, and Merritt, we had a flag right off the play. Merritt brought the ball over the 25-yard line. The referee is John Carson. So we've got a flag right at the outset of the game. That carry out to the 27-yard line. Penalty is blocking the back against West Allegheny. West Allegheny's offense, I mentioned earlier that both Will Weber and Dante Flatty were injured in the non-conference game against Kiski area last week. All right, the ball is moved back to the West Allegheny 15-yard line.
Ball is marked at the West Allegheny 15.
Ready to get the snap is Gallant. West Allegheny runs the Wildcat a lot. Gallant gets the snap, and he goes off left guard, trying to push the pile. Able to push it a little bit and gets the ball out to the 20-yard line for a gain of 5 on the first play from scrimmage. with Gallant taking the snap. The quarterbacks are Jamie Diven and Cam Cruz, but I mentioned a moment ago the Wildcat. We expect to see Nico Flatty run the ball a good bit tonight. He is a freshman. He's Dante's brother. 2nd down and 5 for the Indians of West Allegheny.
2nd down 4.
Gallant in the backfield, along with Van Damia and Tutkus. Off the right side, Van Damia trying to turn the corner, does so, gets out to the 30-yard line for a 1st down. 1st and 10 West Allegheny in its opening minute of the football game. These two schools first moved into the same classification and conference a year ago, and in Upper St. Clair, West Allegheny a year ago won handily. The center for West Allegheny is Zach Hogue. The guards are Mason and Manley. Ricketts and Delavate are the tackles. 1st and 10, 31-yard line for West Allegheny. Snap. Van Damia off the left-end side. Goes a bit outside the hash marks on the far side. And another pretty good gain. This out to the 36-yard line for a pickup of 5 to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Very interesting look here from West Allegheny as Van Damia had just 4 carries coming into the game. He already has 2 on this first drive. He is a big physical player, 230 pounds. We'll see if they go to the Wildcat more times than not tonight, or if they go to the 2 quarterback system they talked about using.
All right, 2nd down and 5. Once again, Van Damia and Gallant in the backfield. Looks like Gallant's going to get the snap this time. Yes, he is. On the 2nd down and 5. Runs to his right and is able to get a, no, he's going to be shy of the 1st down. Went to the 40-yard line before he was brought down by Colin McClendon. It's a gain of 4 to bring up 3rd down and 1 for West Allegheny. No score in the game, 9:40 remaining in the first quarter in this battle for first place in the Allegheny Nine.
Ian McBain checking into the contest now for West Allegheny.
Ian McBain is athletic director David McBain's son. All right, here we go, 3rd down and 1. Van Damia is going to get the snap. He's got Totkus just off to his right. Van Damia runs right, gets the 1st down and a few more. Farah stopped him just shy of the 45-yard line. Also out there was Kissinger. Chris Pantelis defensively for Upper St. Clair. West Allegheny's 2nd 1st down of this opening drive that started at the West Allegheny 15-yard line. Ball at the 45.
I do not think the Panthers were expecting to see a heavy dose of Van Damia in the early going, but so far he's been successful. He's up to 20 yards on just 3 carries.
We've seen a number of different players call signals. Currently it's Merritt calling signals, and Merritt's going to take the snap. His sidecar is Tatkus. Ball at the 45-yard line for West Allegheny. The snap, Merritt running straight ahead and slammed down. That was a decisive tackle made by Upper St. Clair's Jack Slinger. And a gain of just a yard on the play after the 46-yard line of West Allegheny. 2nd down and 9. That defensive front 4 for Upper St. Clair. Elias and Frank and Slinger and Roush and Greco.
That is a hit that you very rarely see at the high school level. 6'1", 235-pound Slinger really put a blow on the running back Gallant, but he was able to get right back up. Shows
2nd
his
down
toughness.
and 9, no score, 8:04 remaining in this first quarter. And it'll be Van Damia to take the snap. Straight ahead, Van Damia getting into Upper St. Clair territory, gets to the 49-yard line of Upper St. Clair. And that's a gain of 5 and another 3rd down play of some significance in this opening drive. West Allegheny's got 2 1st downs. It's now 3rd down and 4 for West Allegheny at the Upper St. Clair 49-yard line. Gallant in there now, and it will be the quarterback. First time we've seen a West Allegheny quarterback, Cam Cruz, coming into the game on a 3rd down and 4 for West Allegheny.
And Cruz is a running threat himself.
Empty backfield on the 3rd and 4. Cruz looks right and fires complete to Vandamia at the 42-yard line. Ran out of bounds by Farah. 1st and 10, West Allegheny. Now the ball's at the 40-yard line of Upper St. Clair. 3rd first down for West Allegheny.
It will be good enough for a West Allegheny first down.
No score, 7:06 remaining in the first quarter. Bob Pelko has won more WPIAL football titles than anybody else. And now a freshman is in there to call the signals, Nico Flatty. That is, he's the guy that brings the play in and tells the play to the opposition. So getting the snap now, it is the freshman, Nico Flatty, Dante's brother. Nico, left guard, and he runs in to that wall, alias Jack Slinger. After Nico Flatty picked up a yard, got to the 39-yard line of Upper St. Clair, 2nd and 9.
Well, Slinger is putting some impressive plays on the highlight film early in this game. That's the 2nd big hit he's delivered as he stopped Flatty for just a 1-yard pickup.
2nd down and 9, no score, 6:42 remaining. The battle for first place of the Allegheny Nine. West Allegheny a half game back of Upper St. Clair. And Gallant's going to take the snap now. Once again, his acolyte is Tutkus. 2nd and 9. Lifting of the right leg before the snap. Now running right and running into a trio of Upper St. Clair players for a loss on the play. Slinger was there. Also McClendon. Jack Burton defensively. And Phil Elias, a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 10. So it is the 4th critical 3rd down for West Allegheny this drive. And now the quarterback Cruz comes in. Cam Cruz, who was a sophomore. 5:55 remaining in the first quarter, no score. Out to the left. Flank left, Isaiah Crow. 3 wideouts to the left side, as a matter of fact. Cruz calling signals on the 3rd and 10 at the Upper St. Clair 40. Cruz to throw. Got Vandamia at the 30-yard line. Another first down. Vandamia tackled by Tom Kyle. 1st and 10, West Allegheny moves the ball to the Upper St. Clair 27-yard line. 4th first down of the drive.
And how about the start of Vandamia, as he has 22 yards receiving on 2 catches, 25 yards on 4 rushes. He has been in on almost every offensive play so far for the home squad.
Scoreless with 5:24 remaining in the first quarter. Stout flanked out to the right side. Gallant's going to take the snap this time. On the 1st and 10. 27-yard line. Running the ball. Gallant, right tackle. And Gallant able to get close to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6 yards to the 21-yard line. And a 2nd down and 4. Gallant, Vandamia, Nico Flatty been the ball carriers. And a couple of completed passes to Vandamia. This time Vandamia will get the snap. 2nd down and 4. Driving. Vandamia puts his head down, but he will be stopped after gaining just a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3. Sapulio there for Upper St. Clair, along with Dante Greco. Phil Elias, Jeremy Frank. Well, another significant 3rd down. 5th 3rd down of this drive. And a 3rd and 3 at the Upper St. Clair 20-yard line. "13 seconds on the play clock. Gallant's going to take the snap. Stout shift from the left side to the right side. Lift to the right leg, and a timeout is called by West Allegheny's Bob Pelko. 3:42 remaining in the first quarter. West Allegheny nothing, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network. Video Spotlight Game of the Week on WJAS 1320 AM. And we are 8 minutes and 18 seconds into the first quarter, and West Allegheny has possessed the ball the entire quarter, starting at its 15-yard line. Now it's 3rd down and 3 for West Allegheny at the Upper St. Clair 20-yard line. Van Damie is going to take the snap after the West Allegheny timeout. 3rd down and 3. Early significant point of the game. Van Damie looking to run left, and he's got a lot of running room. 1st down and a good bit more. And carries the ball and is in for the touchdown. Looked like he was going to be tackled at the 10-yard line, but stayed on his feet. Van Damie with a 20-yard touchdown run. And with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter, it is West Allegheny in front 6-0.
What a drive, and what a drive in particular for Van Damie. He was instrumental in that one, including the 20-yard score to cap it off. It was a 13-play, 85-yard drive, primarily on the ground. The only 2 passes were caught by Van Damie as well.
Zach Hogue is the snapper. Noah Ledford, the holder for Kelly Stout. Seven, nothing, maybe. Let's see. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. So the Stout extra point makes it West Allegheny 7, Upper St. Clair nothing, with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter. The new TribLive High School Sports Network video spotlight game of the week on WJAS 1320 AM. Clinton and Sapulio for Upper St. Clair. Seven nothing. West Allegheny leads. Here's the run up and the Stout kick. Taken at the 20-yard line on the near side. And after a 5-yard gain, the play is stopped there. It was Chris Pantelis, the ball carrier. So Upper St. Clair possesses the ball for the first time tonight with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. And the Upper St. Clair drive will start at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Pantelis was backpedaling as he hauled that one in. As a result, wasn't able to have much forward momentum and was brought down after a very short return.
The quarterback is Jack Hansberry. He's a senior. His running back is Colin McClendon off to the left side. Shotgun formation. Hansberry hands it off. McClendon trying to go off the right side of the line, but is brought down for a loss. That front offensive line for Upper St. Clair, including Phil Elias, Dante Greco, Jack Burton, Jack Schlinger, Drew Miller, and it's no gain on the play. The ball spotted at the original line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10 with 3:09 remaining in this first quarter, and West Allegheny leads at 7-0.
It was a great job by Mangold to blow up that run.
Hansberry, shotgun, looking to throw. Screen pass out to this near side to McClendon. And McClendon gets past the 30-yard line and is brought down about the 32-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down for Upper St. Clair. McClendon coming out of the backfield to take that pass. Ball spotted at the 33. 3rd down and 2 for Upper St. Clair. And let's see if the Panthers can mount a drive that would be as respectable as the one that we just saw from West Allegheny.
And Lanny, you mentioned several times during that drive, it was 3rd down conversions that was key for the Indians finally getting points.
3rd down and 3. Pistol formation. Blitz coming. Handoff. McClendon trying to take it outside and is unable to get the 1st down. Brought down near the line of scrimmage, and Upper St. Clair is going to be forced to punt. It is 4th down 4th and 2. The Upper St. Clair punter is Dom Sapulio.
To elevate one of those players in on the stop, he had a team-leading 59 tackles entering play. He is an all-conference performer from a year ago.
Noah Ledford back deep for West Allegheny, standing at his 35-yard line. This punt will come from the Upper St. Clair 22. Left-footed kicker, Sapulio. Ledford takes the ball. No, he's going to let it bounce, and the ball will be downed at the West Allegheny 42-yard line. Second drive for West Allegheny, leading 7-0 with 1:27 remaining in the first quarter.
Really favorable bounce for the Indians on that punt. It's a good job by one of the players on the coverage unit for the Panthers to tip it and make sure it did not come back closer to midfield.
That's Merritt who brings the play in and relays it to the offense for West Allegheny. First down and 10. 42-yard line of West Allegheny. Merritt takes the snap off right guard following the blocking of Tautkus, and over the 45-yard line. There defensively, Chris Pantelis, also for Upper St. Clair, Jack Burton, and a gain of 5 out to the 47-yard line. The ball set in the WA logo, and bring up a 2nd down and 5 for West Allegheny.
Merritt was able to get 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage before he even ran into any resistance. That's a credit to the 5 big men up front for the Indians providing that blocking.
Hogue, Manley, Mason, Ricketts, Delavade. Here's the 2nd down and 5 play. Merritt to get the snap. Off right tackle. Merritt to midfield and beyond, and is going to be close to a 1st down. There defensively for Upper St. Clair, Kissinger, also Burton and Slinger, and it is a 1st down. Forward progress to the Upper St. Clair 47-yard line after Merritt was hit initially at midfield. 1st and 10 for West Allegheny, leading 7-0 in the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Tyler Gallant brings the play in. After kneeling in the huddle, now back up to take the snap on a 1st and 10. 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. In motion, Nico Flatty. Fake of the handoff. Gallant, he's got the 1st down. 40, 35, still on his feet. 30, and down to about the 27-yard line. 28-yard line. Stops the clock with 2 seconds, but it'll be reset in a second. We're at the end of the first period. Big 1st down there for West Allegheny. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Upper St. Clair. Clock starts. There's the end of the period at the end of 1 in a battle for first place in the Allegheny Nine Conference. West Allegheny 7, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network Video Spotlight Game of the Week on WJAS 1320 AM. Start of the second quarter, West Allegheny leads 7-0 and has the ball at the Upper St. Clair 28-yard line. Last year, West Allegheny defeated McKeesport in overtime in the WPIAL championship game at Heinz Field for Bob Palco's 8th WPIAL title. No coach has won more in Western Pennsylvania. Vandamia, ball is at the far hash mark of the 28-yard line. Vandamia runs out to the left side, coming to the near side to the 25, still on his feet, 20-15, and another West Allegheny first down. Vandamia has a number of times shown the determination to be hit by Upper St. Clair defenders and then stay on his feet. 1st and 10 at the Upper St. Clair 15-yard line.
Add 13 more yards to his impressive total in this first half, and he did a great job switching the ball. He had it in his right hand initially, then moved it to the left hand to keep it away from the defenders, lowered the shoulder at the end to pick up the additional yardage.
7-0 West Allegheny leads. Opening minute of the second quarter. And Gallant's going to take the snap on the 1st and 10, Upper St. Clair 15-yard line. Gallant, right guard, trying to find an opening, and there was very little room there. A gain of a yard on the play to bring up 2nd down and 9 for West Allegheny.
Dante Greco, one of the Panthers, in on that stop.
Remember now, West Allegheny lost 2 of its key offensive weapons a week ago in the non-conference win over Kiski area. Will Weber and Nico Flatty. 2nd down and 9. Gallant is the West Allegheny player to get the snap on this play. A couple of wideouts to the left, including Stout, and now it's Nico Flatty in motion from left to right. Keeping it is Gallant. He goes up the middle after cutting initially to his left and is stopped by the Upper St. Clair front defensive line at the 12-yard line. Upper St. Clair's defense with Phil Elias and Jeremy Frank, Jack Slinger, Dante Greco, and Harvey Roush. And the ball spotted at the 12-yard line. 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 for West Allegheny. Last drive that led to a touchdown. West Allegheny had a handful of successful 3rd down plays. Quarterback Cruz is in the game. 3 wideouts to the right, 3rd down and 7. Cruz, shotgun, gets the snap, looks to throw. Now he's running up the middle, 10, and brought down around the 5-yard line, close to a 1st down. Cruz was looking to throw, decided to run the ball, and it's going to be 4th down and inches. 4th and inches just outside the 5-yard line. West Allegheny leads 7-0 over Upper St. Clair with 9:32 remaining in the second quarter.
And with the success that Vandamia has had powering his way forward, I think he is certainly a prime option here to get this handoff and just to power forward to pick up the inches.
All right, Vandamia will get the snap. He's in the shotgun formation, so he is 5 yards back of the center. And going to his right and stopped for a loss. And the ball goes over to Upper St. Clair on downs. Might be a pivotal point of the ball game as the Upper St. Clair defense holds. And the Panthers will get the ball for a second time. Upper St. Clair trailing West Allegheny 7-0 with 9:06 remaining in the second quarter.
And that's the first time in this contest Vandamia has not picked up positive yardage on a carry, so the defense comes up big for the Panthers. Now we'll see if the Upper St. Clair offense can get it going. Not much success the first time with a 3-and-out.
The ball at the 7-yard line of Upper St. Clair. Vandamia, 20-yard touchdown run as West Allegheny on its first possession went 85 yards and ran 8 minutes and 22 seconds off the clock to grab the lead. Hansberry, shotgun quarterback. Handoff to McClendon, who runs straight ahead, and there's not an awful lot there for him.
24, McClendon.
A gain of a yard on the play, out to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
McClendon's been a terrific back here in 2017, but so far tonight, 3 carries, just 1 yard.
Quentin Nelson, tight end into the game. That's Edmund Nelson's son. Edmund, former Steeler. Pistol formation. Sepulio in the slot to the right on a 2nd down and 9. Upper St. Clair 8-yard line. Fake of the handoff. Running is Hansberry. Trying to take it outside the numbers, and he does. Gets to the 20-yard line and then is run out of bounds, and a flag for a late hit. So Hansberry gets the 1st down, and Upper St. Clair will pick up additional yardage for the penalty on this near sideline.
And that was great elusiveness by Hansberry in the open field. It looked like he might have been brought down along the line of scrimmage, but showed some shiftiness, able to get to the 20 and then tack on 15 more yards because of the personal foul for the late hit.
Upper St. Clair trailing West Allegheny 7-0 with 8:18 remaining. These two coaches, Jim Render and Bob Palco, have combined to win 13 WPIAL championships. Ball out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 Upper St. Clair. Flanked out to the left side, Sepulio and Chris Pantelis. 1st and 10. Hansberry yelling out to his left to his wideouts. He's got McClendon in the backfield. Snap, looking to throw quickly, and it's complete to Chris Pantelis at the 41-yard line. And Pantelis lunges forward to the 43-yard line. A 1st down pass, good for 8 yards, and it's 2nd down and 2 for Upper St. Clair.
Pantelis is a pretty big target. That time he used his big body to shield the defender. Get a nice 1st down gain.
2nd down and 2. Pantelis flanked out to the right side for the Panthers. McClendon in the backfield behind the pistol quarterback Hansberry. 2nd and 2 play. Hansberry keeps it. 1st down, gets to the midfield stripe and into West Allegheny territory. Past the 45 to the 43-yard line. Hansberry faked as if he was going to hand it off to McClendon and then turned back towards the line of scrimmage and was able to pick up considerable yardage for the 1st down to the 43.
1st down 10 for the Panthers.
Hansberry had just 200 yards rushing at 212 entering play tonight, but has shown some elusiveness. He has 26 yards now on his 2 carries.
Hansberry has 6 touchdown passes thrown. He's also run for 6. 7-0 West Allegheny leads with 7:17 remaining in the 1st half. Hansberry, shotgun quarterback. Handoff on the sweep from the left to the right. Sepulio is trying to turn the corner and is brought down on the near side hash marks. Pretty much a no gainer on that particular play. Coming out from under the pile for West Allegheny, Anthony Delavade. That's a gain, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers.
No gain on the play, 2nd down 10.
That defensive line for West Allegheny. Tatkus, Mangold, Vandamia, the linebackers, Delavade, Vizlowski, Merritt, Nico Flatty. 2nd down and 10 for Upper St. Clair. Brandon Shearer just off to the right. Now Shearer in motion off to the left side of the formation. Power left. Fake of the handoff, the pass to the far side. It's complete to Sepulio, who is brought down and loses his helmet on the play. And the play goes to the 40-yard line. Got a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think it came on that tackle. It looked like Sepulio's helmet got pulled off after he hauled in that pass and was taken down to the turf.
Now the gain was going to be 3 yards. It is another personal foul against West Allegheny, a face mask penalty. 5:52 remaining in the 2nd quarter. West Allegheny leads 7-0 in this battle for 1st place in the Allegheny Nine. Conference records, Upper St. Clair 5-0, West Allegheny 4-0. The umpire, Bruce Crivero, moves the ball to the West Allegheny 25-yard line. This drive started at the Upper St. Clair 7. Kyle flanked out to the left. Chris Pantelis to the right. 1st and 10 Upper St. Clair. Handoff, McClendon takes it out to the right side. 20, 15, and tackled from behind. Brought down as he crossed the 15-yard line. The tackle was made in the open field by Kyle Guilfoyle. It's another Upper St. Clair 1st down. 1st and 10 Panthers, ball at the West Allegheny 13-yard line, with West Allegheny leading 7-0.
1st down 10 at
Jim Render has won 395 games in his career, the most wins of any coach in Western Pennsylvania. 3 wideouts to the left. Now McClendon shifts off. He's in motion to the right. Hansberry keeps it to the 10, 5, and is stopped around the 3-yard line. Another spot at the 4-yard line. And it is close to a first down with 4:53 remaining in the second quarter. Second down and a yard for Upper St. Clair, trailing 7-0. Vandemia, a 20-yard touchdown run to account for the West Allegheny score. Now the ball's at the West Allegheny 4-yard line. Pretty impressive drive here for Upper St. Clair, just as the West Allegheny touchdown drive was impressive. Power left. McClendon's got it, try to go outside with it, and is brought down near the line of scrimmage. That was a strong defensive play, stringing it out. Nico Flatty chasing it out there. Ball at the 5-yard line. Now a loss on the play.
McClendon tried to throw that stiff arm out, but just wasn't able to get any separation.
3rd down and 2 for Upper St. Clair. Try to tie the game.
3rd down, 2 for the first down.
Hansberry under center. Play action fake. Looking to throw, goes back against the grain into the end zone. Incomplete. And Nelson getting up slowly. Quentin Nelson was the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
3:29 remaining in the second quarter. 7-0 West Allegheny leading. It's a 4th and 2 for the Panthers.
That was a well-designed play. Hansberry had his man open as he threw against the grain, but just a close out at the last second there by the Indian secondary to jar the football loose and bring up 4th down.
And Upper St. Clair takes a timeout for this 4th and 2. 3:29 remaining in the second quarter. West Allegheny leads 7-0 over Upper St. Clair. The new TribLive High School Sports Network Video Spotlight Game of the Week. Jess Levo handling the video for us on WJAS 1320 AM. All right, here we go. 4th down and 2 for Upper St. Clair at the West Allegheny 5-yard line. West Allegheny leading 7-0. Upper St. Clair started this drive on its 7-yard line. Kyle flanked out to the left. He's got Sapulio in the slot to the left. Hansberry now moves Sapulio. And a timeout. West Allegheny is going to take a timeout. So with 3:29 still remaining in the second quarter, West Allegheny 7, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network on WJAS 1320 AM.
If they leave prior to the end of the third quarter.
Upper St. Clair came out with the offense, and then West Allegheny called a timeout. 4th down and 2. Here's the situation. Upper St. Clair facing a 4th and 2 at the West Allegheny 5-yard line. Hansberry in the shotgun. He's got McClendon to his right. Now Sapulio in motion from right to left. 4th and 2 play. Hansberry rolling right and is thrown down.
Incomplete pass. He got it out in the nick of time.
Excuse me. Thank you.
It basically served as a throwaway as he was under immediate pressure off the blitz from that far side. And that is just like the Upper St. Clair defense stood tall. The West Allegheny defense comes up big.
Applying the defensive tackle for West Allegheny. The defense is held, and the offense will take over for West Allegheny.
That was Vislowski that was on that blitz that forced Hansberry to get rid of it immediately.
West Allegheny's 3rd drive of the night, starting at its 5-yard line. Merritt to get the snap and goes straight ahead, but picks up a couple of yards, trying to move the pile, and is brought down to the 9-yard line. The first to hit Merritt was Jack Burton. So we've got 3:12 remaining in this first half. West Allegheny leading 7-0. That's a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6 for the Indians, the defending 5A champions. Of its 5 wins this year, won an impressive overtime win over North Hills when Bob Pelko went for 2 in overtime, and it was the right decision. Gallant ready to take the snap. Gallant trying to get away from one tackler. He does, but then pretty much at the 10-yard line is brought down. That's going to be a gain of a yard on the play and bring up a 3rd down and 5 for West Allegheny with 2:25 remaining in the first half.
That was Dom Sapulio, the inside linebacker, who made initial contact in the backfield. Gallant was able to shake 3, but never able to get much traction after that.
3rd down and 5. Upper St. Clair has 2 timeouts left. West Allegheny has 1 in these closing moments of the second quarter, with West Allegheny leading 7-0 on Vandamia's 20-yard touchdown run. Quarterback Cam Cruz in the game. Empty backfield. Cruz to throw. Looks out to the right, and it's complete. 15, 20, and then brought down to the 21-yard line. That pass completes to Vandamia. It's been a favorite play for West Allegheny, that quick out pass to the right 3 times now to Vandamia. Ball at the 21-yard line with 1:41 remaining in the first half. 1st and 10. West Allegheny's 21-yard line.
There's been 3 passes attempted by the Indians in this first half. All 3 have been hauled in by Vandamia for 32 yards. And all 3 of them were 3rd down conversions for the big tight end as well.
7 seconds remaining on the play clock. And a timeout called by West Allegheny. It is the Indians' final timeout of the half. 1:18 remaining in this first half. The ball at the West Allegheny 21-yard line. By the way, Bob Pelko, he and his wife Sally have 3 children. And they have a son, Tyler, son, Luke, and daughter, Amy. And Bob Pelko was telling us tonight that his wife, Sally, is with Luke and his wife, Megan, as Megan is ready to give birth to Luke and Megan's first child tonight. They're so a number of the Pelko family members are at McGee Women's Hospital tonight.
Lanny, while we have a moment, I want to let you know that coming up at the half, it's the TribLive High School Sports Network halftime show. This week, Don Rebel welcomes Chris Harlan, even though I think I see Chris about 5 feet to my right. He and Don will discuss the current WPIAL football alignment and some possible changes with realignment before next season.
1st down and 10 for West Allegheny at the Indians' 21-yard line with 1:18 remaining in the first half. Vandamia will get the snap. Cuts it to the left. Now back to the right. And is brought down after a pickup of maybe one on the play. Defensively for Upper St. Clair, Orsini. And also for the Panthers, Jack Burton. Ball at the 22-yard line. And it's 2nd down and 9. Final minute of the first half. West Allegheny took the ball on the opening kickoff and marched 85 yards to post the first 6 points of the night. The Indians lead 7-0. Gallant will take this snap on a 2nd down and 9. And a flag. Upper St. Clair jumping prematurely, encroachment. Now 34 seconds remaining in the half.
And with this offense, we've seen very methodical for West Allegheny. 34 seconds remaining, no timeouts. I don't think you're going to see any gambles here from Bob Palco and his crew. Just keep the ball on the ground. If you happen to break one for a long gainer, good. Maybe you can readjust that game plan, but they're going to play it safe here, I think.
27-yard line is the spot of the ball. John Carson, the referee, a retired teacher and administrator in the Pittsburgh Public Schools. West Allegheny leading 7-0, 28 seconds remaining in the half. And it is 2nd down and 5 at the West Allegheny 27-yard line. Gallant will get the snap. Gallant, quick pass out to this left side. 30, Vandamia to the 35. He gets a 1st down. 5 seconds on the clock as they'll be ready to snap it or set the clock forward right if they set the ball. 1st and 10. Looks like West Allegheny wants to get off one more play here before the end of the half. Quickly the ball is set. And the Cruz, he spiked the ball. And there was 1 second left on the clock. Upper St. Clair had to quickly get in position there as West Allegheny wanted to get off one more play. Spikes the ball, and so West Allegheny will have a final play at the end of this 2nd quarter. The ball is at the 39-yard line of West Allegheny, with the Indians leading 7-0. Merritt brings the play in, and he will take the snap. Stout and Nico Flatty are flanked out to the left. Vandamia is just off the left tackle of the formation. In motion, Nico Flatty. And a whistle.
Delay of game.
Delay of game against West Allegheny. That moves the ball back to the 34-yard line. Still 1 second on the clock at the end of the first half.
34-yard line.
West Allegheny scored with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter. That was the first drive of the night. We have had only 5 drives in this first half. West Allegheny's 3rd, Upper St. Clair 2. Merritt takes it outside, 40, and then brought down with authority by Jake Slinger. And that is the end of the first half. At the end of 2 periods of play, West Allegheny 7, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network. Our video spotlight game of the week on WJAS 1320 AM. Halftime score 7-0. West Allegheny leads Upper St. Clair in this battle for first place in the Allegheny Nine. On the first drive of the night, West Allegheny went from its 15-yard line to the end zone with Vandemia completing the drive with a 20-yard scamper. Colby Stout the extra point, and was 7-0 with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter. The only scoring of the game, West Allegheny's had the ball 3 times, has scored the touchdown, turned the ball over once on downs, and also the other possession ending the half. Upper St. Clair has punted and also has turned the ball over on downs. Stats, Sean?
Yeah, there's not a lot of stats to show for that first half of play. We will begin first with the visiting Upper St. Clair Panthers. Their quarterback, Jack Hansberry, goes 3 of 5 for 19 yards. The receivers on those completions, Chris Pantelis, 1 for 8. Dom Sapolio, 1 for 3. Colin McClendon, 1 for 8. On the ground, not a lot of success either. Colin McClendon had 5 carries totaling 12 yards. Hansberry led the way with 35 yards compiled over his 3 carries, and Sapolio 1 carry for 0 yards. On the other side for West Allegheny, Cam Cruz goes 3 of 4. The only incompletion was a spike to stop the clock at the end of the half. Tyler Gallant also went 1 of 1 passing as he completed a 12-yard attempt. Cruz had 32 yards on his 3 passes. Vandemia came up with all 4 receptions as he was able to total 44 yards. On the ground, Tyler Gallant had 38 yards rushing on his 9 attempts. Vladdy had 1 carry just for 1 yard. Cruz 1 for 6 yards. Kyle Merritt had 4 carries, accumulating 23 yards on the ground, and Vandemia had 9 carries, good for 59 yards as well as a touchdown.
Program reminders, next Friday, Sean and I will be at Bell Vernon for the matchup, and it'll be another good one. The battle in the Big Nine Conference. Number 1, Thomas Jefferson against number 3, Bell Vernon. Those teams are currently tied for first place in the Big Nine. Also a reminder, each Friday morning I join Bloom Daddy at 9:30 on WJAS. Halftime score, West Allegheny 7, Upper St. Clair nothing. Now let's go to our studios in Don Rebel. Halftime at West Allegheny, and West Allegheny leads Upper St. Clair 7-0. It's a battle of the defending champions from 5A, West Allegheny, and the #1 ranked team, according to the new TribLive High School Sports Network. Upper St. Clair is ranked #4, but leads the Allegheny Nine with the half-game lead over West Allegheny. And West Allegheny leading 7-0 on the Mateo Vandemia 20-yard touchdown run that came with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter. My good friend Jim Render asked me to send along best wishes to Carl Lindstrom, who's tuned into our broadcast tonight, a former AD at Upper St. Clair. As a matter of fact, it was Carl who hired Jim Render as the head football coach. Jim's in his 47th year as the Panthers, or his 47th year of coaching football. His 36th year at Upper St. Clair. Jim Render has won 5 WPIAL titles, 2 state championships, a graduate of high school in Dover, Ohio, and then went to Wittenberg. Jim and his wife Pam have 2 children, JT and Eric, who both played for their dad. JT and his wife Wendy have 2 children, Ruby and Roman James, and Eric and Zoe have 2 children, George and June. Jim Render, who earlier this year was on the Western Pennsylvania football show with Don Rebel and some of our colleagues, and talked about the fact that Jim Render has always liked the fact that there were no logos on the Upper St. Clair helmets. And maybe it's the Ohio influence, something the Cleveland Browns have done over the years, not had an emblem on their helmet. Also, Jim was once told that his team looked more intimidating with helmets that had no emblems. By the way, Jim Render is one of those coaches that does not wear headsets on the sidelines. And on the other side, Bob Pelko, 8 WPIAL championships, 1 state title, 205 wins, whereas Jim Render's at 395 and has a shot at reaching 400 this year. Bob and his wife Sally with 3 children. Tyler's vice president for Solutions 21, and Tyler and his wife Tricia have 3 children, 2 twin boys and a daughter. Amy works for HR at Pitt, and Luke is with the Arizona Cardinals, a Eastern Regional scout for the Arizona Cardinals, the National Football League. And I mentioned earlier that Luke and his wife Megan, along with Bob Pelko's wife Sally, at McGee Women's Hospital tonight. It is very possible that Bob Pelko could become a grandfather for the 4th time tonight. The 7-0 West Allegheny lead. Keep in mind that the Indians are without 2 of their top offensive weapons, Will Weber and Dante Flatty, who were both injured in the non-conference game a week ago against Kiski area. And also adding to what West Allegheny has been faced with this year, Brandon Lipford, who was an all-conference wide receiver, transferred to Montour. Kenny White transferred to Pine Richland. Connor Johnson moved to Utah, and Logan Malatak decided to focus on baseball. Plus those injuries to Weber and to Flatty, and also an injury to lineman Logan Rossai earlier this year. 7-0 West Allegheny leads as we get ready for the 3rd quarter, and Upper St. Clair will get the football for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And Lanny, you were talking about the plain helmets for Upper St. Clair. On the other side for West Allegheny, there's been an addition to the helmet, as they have put a little emblem on for the passing of one of their players' fathers. Nick Falk's father died before the season, so they are honoring him by putting a little emblem on the helmet, and certainly keeping Nick in their prayers and dedicating the season in large part to that cause. And that's really great to see. That's, you hear stories like that every now and then. So many go untold, but playing high school athletics is more than just about wins and losses. It's about gaining friendships and developing personal qualities that will last a lifetime, and certainly that's exactly what's going on here with West Allegheny and the team rallying around Nick Falk.
Next Friday, we will be at Bell Vernon. Thomas Jefferson currently named #1, or ranked #1 by the new TribLive High School Sports Network. The defending 4A champions will be at Bell Vernon. Bell Vernon currently #3. It'll be a matchup of Bill Cherpak and Matt Humbert. Both Bill and Matt, not only are they football coaches, but they are also the athletic directors. Bill Cherpak with 241 wins. He's currently 11th on the all-time list. While we're talking about athletic directors, thanks to Dave McBain for his hospitality here at West Allegheny. David was telling me earlier tonight that not only is he athletic director, but he is also now the dean of students here at West Allegheny. So those are two challenging positions, but there's no question about the fact that David McBain can handle them. A very talented guy. Upper St. Clair to get the football. We've mentioned a couple of times that Bob Pelko has won 8 WPIAL championships, the most of anybody. Phil Brightenbrawl of Newcastle has won 7, and he was tied with Bob Pelko before Bob and the West Allegheny football team captured the title last year. With 6 WPIAL titles, George Novak, Chuck Klausing, Art Walker Sr., Mike Zbianek, and Bill Sherpak. That's the way the all-time coaches list looks as it relates to the WPIAL championships.
Lanny, we won't have time to give complete scores, but we could take a look at the 5A classification and some of the other scores. Fox Chapel 21-14 leads Hampton. North Hills, Woodland Hills deadlocked at 3 points apiece. Penn Trafford holding a 13-7 lead over Franklin Regional. McKeesport up big on Kiski area, 34-7. Armstrong up 7-3 on Latrobe. Gateway all over Plum, 27-0. Moon holds a 6-0 edge over Chartiers Valley. And of course, for complete scores, check out after the game the WPIAL scoreboard show with Don Rebel from the new Trib Total Media Control Center with all the scores and recaps from Week 6. Don't miss the WPIAL football scoreboard show after the game, only here on the new TribLive High School Sports Network.
The 5A rankings: West Allegheny #1, Penn Trafford 2, McKeesport 3, Upper St. Clair 4, Gateway 5, Franklin Regional 6, Woodland Hills 7, North Hills 8, then Fox Chapel and Moon. That's the top 10 in the classifications 5A. Didn't get a chance during the first half to give you the names of the officials. John Carson is the referee. Bruce Crovera is the umpire. Fred Bosch, the line judge. John Decalotti is the field judge. Andre Smith, the side judge, and Mike Murin is the head linesman. West Allegheny, the home team, leading 7-0. There were only 5 possessions in the first half. West Allegheny had 3, scoring on the first possession of the game, going 85 yards, and doing so in 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Van Damia with a 20-yard touchdown pass and the Colby Stout extra point. West Allegheny also had a drive that led to the ball being turned over on downs, and then the third drive ended with the half coming to a close. Upper St. Clair's 2 drives, the Panthers forced to punt once and then gave the ball over on downs. And keep in mind that Upper St. Clair at one point during that first half was closing in, was deep in West Allegheny territory, and went for it on a 4th down play, didn't make it. Consequently, West Allegheny took over, and the Indians held on to their 7-0 lead. Upper St. Clair to get the football, and will be moving from left to right, from north to south during this third quarter. For the Panthers, it is Sapulio and McClendon back deep. Stout ready to kick it away.
Colby Scott. Kickoff to start the second half of tonight's football
7-0 West Allegheny on top, and here we go. The kick taken by Deulius at the 25-yard line, goes up the far hash marks and gets the ball out. Upper St. Clair will start its drive, its first drive of the second half, at the 33-yard line.
And this will be the best starting field position for the Panthers, albeit just 3 drives in this contest to this point.
The ball's at the 32-yard line for the Upper St. Clair drive. By the way, that Panther drive that did not lead to a touchdown had started at the 7-yard line. Jack Hansberry, the quarterback for the Panthers, 6 touchdowns rushing, 6 throwing this year. Hand off to McClendon, and McClendon tries off left tackle. There'll be very little gain there on the play. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play. Defensively for... It was Van Damia there for West Allegheny, along with Guilfoyle. And a gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Ball at the Upper St. Clair 33-yard line in the opening minute of the third quarter, with Upper St. Clair trailing West Allegheny by 7. Last year at Upper St. Clair, West Allegheny won 33-7. Hansberry in the shotgun. Play clock down to 7. Down to 4. Snap, flag on the play. Hansberry looking to throw down the middle, and it is incomplete. down around the 15-yard line of West Allegheny. That long pass intended for Sapulio, but there is a flag on the play.
Typically when you see a throw like that from a quarterback, he knows he maybe has a free play. Wonder if that was an offsides, but instead it's going to go against the Panthers.
It was 2nd down and 9. The penalty is declined, so it is 3rd and 9. Ball at the 33-yard line of Upper St. Clair. That Upper St. Clair front line with Phil Elias, the center. 3rd down and 9 play. Pantelis flanked out to the right side. Sapulio in the slot. Ball on the far hash mark. Now Sapulio moves from right to left. Hansberry's going to keep it. Trying to find some running room and gets a little bit of yardage, but Upper St. Clair's going to have to punt. The tackle made at the 35-yard line. 4th down and 7. Upper St. Clair's punter is Dom Sapulio. He's a left-handed punter. And for West Allegheny, back deep at the 31-yard line for West Allegheny, Noah Ledford. 7-0 West Allegheny leads. 10:33 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Sapulio gets the punt off. Ledford, fair catch, bobbles the ball, and a scramble for that loose ball, and it is West Allegheny recovering. Back at the 27-yard line.
That's a big break there for the Indians. Ledford bobbled it. He tried to get on top of it. I'm not sure if he was the player that recovered. A few teammates came in to try to clean it up as well, but that would have been terrific break and great field position for the Panthers if they were able to recover that.
Now Will Weber and Dante Flatty both out, injured last week, and so we've seen a variety of players in calling signals, bringing the ball in from the huddle and then telling the huddled players what the play is, and then taking the snap. In this case, it is Gallant on a 1st and 10, 27-yard line. Gallant gets the snap. He's going to pass it, and it is a low pass. Ball bounced on the carpet, intended for Vandamia, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. In the first half, we most of the time saw the pass to Vandamia on that out route be to the right. This one came to the left to the near side. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
And Gallant faked that he was running that way as well, maybe trying to draw some defenders to him. The pass was open. He just bounced it in the turf.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line of West Allegheny. West Allegheny leads 7-0 with 10:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Gallant has Totkus just off to his left. Pretty much the blocking back in this offense. Gallant rolling off right tackle. Picks up a couple of yards on the play and gets the ball to the 31-yard line, leading the defensive charge for Upper St. Clair, Dante Greco. Ball at the 31 for a pickup of 4 to make it 3rd down and 6 for West Allegheny. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. West Allegheny leads 7-0 in this battle for first place in the Allegheny Nine. Now Cam Cruz, 10th grader, more of a true quarterback for West Allegheny, is in there now. 3 wideouts to the left side, including Davis, Guilfoyle, and Crow. Cruz to throw. Goes to the other side, and the pass is knocked down, incomplete. Flag on the play.
Yeah, there was a whistle before that snap, so that play will not count. Thought it might have been a offsides against the defense, but we'll allow the official to make that signal.
John Carson indicates it is encroachment against Upper St. Clair. So it was going to be 3rd and 6. Now it'll be 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1. The ball at the West Allegheny 36-yard line. During that successful drive, the first drive of the game, West Allegheny was able to convert on 6 third down plays. So here's the 3rd and 1. And Vandamia is going to get the handoff. Once again, he's got Totkus, power fullback to the right. Vandamia trying to sidestep for room, and he's got it. Gets to the 40-yard line and then to the 42 for a 1st down. First and 10, West Allegheny, 9:01 remaining in the third quarter. The Indians lead the Panthers 7-0.
Elijah Collier's checking into the contest, one of the receivers for the Indians.
Also coming in, Guilfoyle along with Davis.
I've not seen Jamie
7
Diven.
seconds left on the play clock.
Diven is one of the two quarterbacks that we expected to see.
And a timeout is called by West Allegheny with 8:33 remaining in the third quarter. West Allegheny 7, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network video spotlight game of the week on WJAS 1320 AM.
You can listen to the game anytime. Just a reminder to the parents and fans here at West Allegheny to visit the social
7-0 West Allegheny leads. West Allegheny has a community channel that provides its citizens with the coverage of West Allegheny football. I'm proud to say that the announcers for the West Allegheny TV football package are Brandon Rossai and Joe Smeltzer, West Allegheny graduates who are now at Waynesburg University. Here we go, first and 10. It's going to be Nico Flatty to get the snap. The 9th grader, Dante's brother, on a first and 10 play. Running up the middle. Goes to the 45, trying to stay on his feet, and he does! And able to pick up at 3 additional yards. Gets to midfield before Roush finally made the tackle. Harvey Roush brought him down to the 99, number 99, bringing down the ball carrier Nico Flatty at the 49-yard line. So a gain of 7, second down and 7. West Allegheny leads 7-0 with 8:07 remaining in the third quarter. And Nico Flatty's going to take the snap again. A couple of wideouts to the right, including Stout. He's in the slot to the far side, the open side of the field. Flatty tucks it under his arm and is able to bust his way forward for a first down, getting the ball into Upper St. Clair territory to the Panther 44-yard line. First and 10, West Allegheny. This Wildcat offense of West Allegheny run by a number of individuals. First down and 10, 44-yard line. And once again, it's going to be Nico Flatty to bring the play in. Relaying it to his teammates. And ready to take the snap. Crow flanked out to the right side. 9th grader, lift to the knee. Stout in motion from left to right. Nico Flatty off left tackle. Boy, he is determined and try to stay on his feet. Finally, we get a whistle that stops the play, and Flatty never went down.
Nico Flatty fights his way forward.
And able to get the ball inside the 40-yard line down to the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 8, and it makes it second down and 2 for West Allegheny.
Jack Burton gets credited with that stop, even though Flatty never went down to the turf. They deemed that his forward progress had been stopped.
Second down and 2 it is for West Allegheny, leading 7-0. Gallant ready to bring the play into the huddle. Cruz flanked out to the right. Stout in the slot. Though we've not seen many passes at all from West Allegheny tonight. Gallant off left tackle. And it's stopped at the 30-yard line, but it's a first down for West Allegheny. For Upper St. Clair, Orsini defensively. Also for the Panthers, James Deulis. And also Jack Burton, along with Jake Slinger. First and 10. West Allegheny has it at the Upper St. Clair 30-yard line, approaching the halfway point of the third quarter. Davis in, Cruz out. 7-0. West Allegheny scored with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter. Davis and Stout to the right. Nico Flatty takes the snap. 5 yards back of his center. Goes off left tackle and is able to lunge forward to the 26-yard line. McClendon brought him down. That's a gain of 4, and this is a very methodical West Allegheny offense. Remember, West Allegheny marched 85 yards and ate up 8 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock for the game's only score. Now it is 2nd down and 6 for West Allegheny at the Upper St. Clair 26-yard line. Once again, Davis and Stout to the right. Tutkus, the power halfback, just to the right of Nico Flatty, who's about to get the snap. 2nd and 6. Flatty following the Tutkus block, gets the first down, gets inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Another first down for West Allegheny. 5:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Flatty had just 1 carry for 1 yard in the first half. He has done a terrific job in this second half with 5 carries already.
9th grader making quite a mark here tonight. And he's ready to get the snap once again. 1st and 10 at the Upper St. Clair 18-yard line. Flatty gets it. Once again going off the left side to the 10 and 5 and bounced out near the goal line. He did not get in. Yes, he did. It is a touchdown. Flatty. Nico Flatty, an 18-yard touchdown run, and West Allegheny leads 13-0 with 4:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And I think, Lanny, we are witnessing the birth of a star here in Nico Flatty. 175 pounds as a freshman. He is powering over defenders, fighting his way for extra yards. And that time he was able to not only show his power, but his elusiveness as he tight-roped down the sidelines into the end zone, just breaking the plane to put his team up by 2 scores.
Ledford, the holder for Colby Stout. Stout, by the way, has kicked 3 field goals this year. But here he's on to tack on the extra point. Ball is down, and the kick is good. 4:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the TribLive High School Sports Network. Our video spotlight game of the week on WJAS 1320 AM.
Number 22 to kick off with the
14-0 West Allegheny leads. By the way, WTAE's Channel 4 Guy Junkers here tonight covering this game along with his video journalist Andy Benish. All right, back deep for Upper St. Clair. McClendon and Sapulio. Stout the run-up. And the kick. Far side, Sapulio takes to the numbers at the 12-yard line. Up those numbers to the 25 and brought down at the 26-yard line. Upper St. Clair trailing by 2 scores with 4:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 4th possession for Upper St. Clair.
Isaac Longstress making the stop for West Allegheny. 1st down 10 for the Panthers.
Upper St. Clair 27-yard line. Jack Hansberry, the quarterback. McClendon, the primary running back for Upper St. Clair. Colin McClendon's a junior. He has 8 touchdowns this year, 7 rushing. Hansberry under center. And the handoff, McClendon trying to take it outside, and he does. 30, 35, and bounced out of bounds near the Upper St. Clair bench, and a flag thrown in by the official on the far side after McClendon got close to a first down. run out of bounds about the 35, 36-yard line.
And that flag came in the vicinity of possibly a late hit.
Penalty against West Allegheny, automatic, or not, it's not an automatic first down, but it is a first down. The officials move the ball to the Upper St. Clair 49-yard line for 30 left in the third quarter. Hansberry, shotgun. McClendon just off to his right. Hansberry wants to throw. Looking right, now he's going to run. Takes it to the far side to the left of the formation and is able to scamper down to the 47-yard line for a gain of 4. And bring up second down and 6. West Allegheny 4, Upper St. Clair nothing. 4:12 remaining. Hurry up offense for Upper St. Clair. Hansberry ready to take the snap. Stops and checks with the far sideline Upper St. Clair bench. Again, it is second down and 6. Hansberry looks right. He throws this way, and it's caught by Chris Pantelis at the 40-yard line, and it's a first down for Upper St. Clair. 1st and 10. Out here defensively for West Allegheny Crow. And Upper St. Clair, once again, decide not to huddle. 1st and 10. West Allegheny's 40-yard line. Kyle flanked out to the left side. Chris Pantelis to the right. Pistol formation with McClendon behind the quarterback. McClendon gets the handoff and goes off left guard to pick up 3 yards. Carries the ball to the West Allegheny 37-yard line. Van Damia there defensively for West Allegheny, along with Brett Mangold. Once again, Upper St. Clair moving quickly. Second down and 7. 37-yard line of West Allegheny with 3:12 remaining in the third quarter. And West Allegheny leading 14-0. Hansberry has Sapulio in the slot to the right. Handoff, McClendon takes it outside. 30, 25, and down to about the 23-yard line. Upper St. Clair picks up the first down. Moving now without a huddle. 1st and 10 for Upper St. Clair. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Hansberry working quickly. Got Kissinger in the slot to the left. Once again, the pistol formation. Handoff and a direct, immediate hit just after McClendon got the handoff. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Sebastian Ricketts, one of the defenders, to be there very, very quickly, along with Anthony Delavade. Second down and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line for Upper St. Clair. 2:25 left in the third quarter. 2 wideouts each way. Hansberry looks to his right, and the pass is incomplete through the hands of Sapulio on that out route. And that would have been a 3-yard gain had it been caught, but it's incomplete. And it brings up now third down and 10 for Upper St. Clair. West Allegheny 25-yard line. Same formation. Kyle to the left along with Kissinger. Sapulio and Pantelis to the right. Hansberry checking with the sideline and head coach Jim Render. Big play here, third down and 10. Upper St. Clair down by 14 points. Hansberry looks right. Going to try to run it, and there's nothing there. Hansberry thrown down near the line of scrimmage. Well, good defensive play there, turned in by turned in by Nate Vislowski. And that's a loss on a play. 4th down and 11. Upper St. Clair has the ball on the West Allegheny 26-yard line. 1:47 remaining in the third quarter.
Big decision time here for Coach Render as a few players late getting onto the field. Looks like it will be the offense.
Hansberry and his colleagues went to the sideline to get the play. 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. on a 4th and 11 for Upper St. Clair, trailing 14-0. Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. And a timeout. Upper St. Clair takes the timeout with 1:25 remaining in the third quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair nothing. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network. Video Spotlight Game of the Week on WJAS 1320 AM. Hansberry on a 4th and 11 fires over the middle of the field, and it's caught by Capulio. And Upper St. Clair, facing a big play, comes up with it. It is 1st and goal for Upper St. Clair at the 2-yard line. Great pass by Hansberry right down the middle. Capulio cutting from the near side to the center of the field. That was a 4th and 11. Now it's 1st and goal. Upper St. Clair trailing by a score of 14-0. Hansberry gets the snap. He's going forward, trying to dive in for the touchdown, waiting for the call from the officials. And evidently Hansberry is shy of the goal line to bring up a 2nd and goal, 2nd and inches for Upper St. Clair. 47 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and West Allegheny leading 14-0.
One for the touchdown.
Big time 4th and 11 play. Hansberry to Capulio. And now Hansberry set up. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Upper St. Clair. With 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Upper St. Clair gets on the scoreboard. West Allegheny now in front 14-6.
That's the type of leader Jack Hansberry is. When they need a big play, the Panthers senior quarterback usually makes them. First, there was that conversion on 4th down, the beautiful pass to Capulio, and then 2 consecutive runs. The first, he was inches shy. The second time, he was able to cross the goal line.
By the way, Jack Hansberry is the snapper. Sweeney, the holder. Sean Martin with the extra point, and it is good. 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. Once again, the scoring for you. With 3:34 remaining in the first quarter, Mateo Vandamia, a 20-yard touchdown run. Colby Stout, the extra point. It was 7-0 at halftime. With 4:42 remaining in this third quarter, Nico Flatty scored from 18 yards out. Stout, the extra point, made it 14-0. And for Upper St. Clair, Hansberry, the touchdown from inches, and the extra point by Martin. 14-7. And back deep now for West Allegheny. Ledford and Merritt.
26 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And Sean Martin getting ready to kick it away. How about that? Jack Hansberry, not only the quarterback of the football team, but he's also the long snapper. Upper St. Clair trailing by 7, ready to have its quarterback Martin kick it away. 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the run up, the kick towards Merritt. Ball hits at the 12-yard line and goes out of bounds. Let's see what West Allegheny decides to do.
It's a good heads-up play there by Merritt. The ball got behind him, but he gave it an extra second or so to determine if it would go out of bounds, and indeed it did.
West Allegheny has the option and will take the ball at its 35-yard line. This is West Allegheny's 5th possession of the night. 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Well, pretty much the star of that last West Allegheny drive was Nico Flatty, 9th grader. And Flatty ready to get the snap here on a 1st and 10 from the West Allegheny 35-yard line. Flatty off the left side, but there was nothing there. He was wrestled down immediately by Jack Burton. I'm sure by Jake Slinger. Excuse me, that was Jake Slinger that made the stop. Slinger, the 6'1 junior. There's a gain of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9, and we are coming to the end of the third quarter. Indeed. We have written 3 chapters of tonight's story from West Allegheny High School, and it reads, West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. The new TribLive High School Sports Network video spotlight game of the week on WJAS 1320 AM. Ready for the fourth quarter, and the question remains, will Jim Render win his 396th career game tonight, or will Bob Pelko pick up number 206? Right now, West Allegheny leads 14-7. We start the fourth quarter. It is a 2nd and 9 play at the 36-yard line of West Allegheny. Nico Flatty takes the snap, goes off the left side, and is able to get to the 40-yard line for a gain of 4 on the play, and brings up 3rd down and 5 for West Allegheny. When West Allegheny marched 85 yards for the first drive of the night and game's first points, a considerable number of successful 3rd down plays, and here's a 3rd and 5 for West Allegheny. Cam Cruz is coming to the game, sophomore quarterback. And Cruz has Gallant to the left, Crow to the right. 3rd down and 5 play. Cruz to throw. It is caught by Vandamia on the left side, that far side of the field, and Vandamia gets to the 47-yard line. It is 1st and 10 West Allegheny. It's been a common play tonight for West Allegheny, that quick out route to Vandamia. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, the opening minute of the fourth quarter. Ball's at the 48-yard line for West Allegheny, leading 14-7 over Upper St. Clair. A year ago at Upper St. Clair, West Allegheny won 33-7. The Indians went on to win the 5A championship. Gallant to get the snap. 1st and 10. Gallant cuts it up the middle, puts his head down and slices into Upper St. Clair territory. to the 48-yard line. Roush there defensively for Upper St. Clair, along with Dante Greco, and a gain of 4 from the 48 of West Allegheny to the 48 of Upper St. Clair. 2nd down and 6. West Allegheny leads 14-7. This is a battle for first place in conference play this year. Upper St. Clair 5-0, West Allegheny 4-0. Upper St. Clair played one non-conference game, a loss to Steubenville, Ohio in week 0. Gallant ready on the 2nd down and 6 play. Cuts it off right guard and picks up 2 on the play before being stopped at the 46-yard line by Roush, also by Greco. Kissinger came in from the linebacker spot to help out with the play. Stop at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 2, and it's 3rd down and 4 for West Allegheny. Here are the Indians again facing a 3rd down play. Upper St. Clair 46-yard line. West Allegheny leads 14-7. 9:17 remaining in the 4th quarter. Gallant's going to take the snap. The guy that's been the common denominator in the backfield, Tutkus, he's not touched the ball tonight. He's there for blocking. Gallant trying to take it outside to the far side, and Kyle comes up and makes a big tackle. Stopped him at the 43-yard line, and that is shy of a 1st down. It'll be a 4th down for West Allegheny with 8:57. A good defensive play there by Tom Kyle coming up from that quarterback position. 4th down and 2. West Allegheny has it at the Upper St. Clair 44-yard line. West Allegheny leading 14-7. And it is Gallant to bring the play in and relay it to his colleagues.
They're going to have to hurry here.
7 seconds on the play clock. Down to 2. And a timeout called by West Allegheny. 8:57 remaining in the 4th quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. The new TribLive High School Sports Report on the Sports Network, brought to you also on WJAS 1320 AM. And we're proud to be a part of TribLive. Chris Harlan, our colleague who's sitting just to my right, has the game story for you tomorrow. TribLive game story on this West Allegheny Upper St. Clair matchup, and it's 4th down and 2. 4th and 2 for West Allegheny at the Upper St. Clair 44-yard line after West Allegheny just took a timeout. With West Allegheny leading 14-7, Gallant is going to take the snap on the 4th and 2. And a flag. The penalty is against West Allegheny for a false start. So instead of it being 4th and 2, move the ball back to the 49-yard line of Upper St. Clair and make it 4th and 7.
And the punt team will come out. Colby Stout to boot this one away. This will be the first punt of the entire game for the homestanding Indians.
Zapulio and Kyle are back standing at the Upper St. Clair 15-yard line. The punt will come from the West Allegheny 40. Here's the snap. Running and now kicking is Stout. The ball hits at the 30-yard line and bounces inside the 20. And the ball will be downed at the Upper St. Clair 18. The Panthers trailing 14-7. get the ball with 8:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Upper St. Clair's 5th possession of the game. Upper St. Clair with a Hansberry touchdown and a couple of punts. Touchdown for Hansberry, his 7th of the year. First and 10. Hansberry fakes the handoff. Pass to the far side, and it is caught over by that far sideline. A great grab there by Sapulio. Gets it to the 29-yard line, and it is an Upper St. Clair first down. A quick pass off the snap of the ball to Sapulio on the far side to the right. First and 10 at the Upper St. Clair 29-yard line. Kyle, flank to the left. Hansberry, handoff to McClendon, and McClendon's throwing for a loss. Guilfoyle was there defensively for the Indians. And Gallant as well. A loss of a yard on the play, back to the 38-yard line, or back to the 28-yard line. Second down and 11, 8:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Upper St. Clair has the ball, but trails 14-7. Two wideouts each way. Hansberry looks left, now fires, caught by Kissinger at the 36, to the 40, and brought down at the 45-yard line. Matt Kissinger able to negotiate for the first down for Upper St. Clair.
That's his first reception of the game, and the defensive back Colliers was in no man's land. He had two receivers to cover. He leaned towards the outside, and instead Hansberry goes to the inside for a first down pickup.
7:50 left in the fourth quarter. Upper St. Clair has the ball, down 14-7. Sapulio and Pantelis flanked out to the right side with Kissinger and Kyle to the left. First and 10, Hansberry to throw, complete to Kissinger at the 49-yard line of West Allegheny, and then Kissinger is brought down at the 46. In on the coverage and making the tackle for West Allegheny, Nate Wisłowski. It is a second down and 1 for Upper St. Clair. Ball at the West Allegheny 46-yard line. 7-point West Allegheny lead. 7:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Once again, the formation for Upper St. Clair. Pantelis and Sapulio to the right. Kissinger and Kyle to the left. Pistol formation. McClendon in behind his quarterback. Handoff. McClendon gets the first down. He sliced off right guard and carries the ball the needed 1 yard. And we've got an Upper St. Clair player that is down. That stops the clock with 6:52 remaining in this fourth quarter. Jake Slinger is the injured player. 6:52 left in the fourth quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. Upper St. Clair has the ball. This is WJAS 1320 AM. Jake Slinger walking off to the far sideline. First and 10 coming up. Slinger's been a major player tonight, offensive lineman, and made a number of key defensive stops for the Panthers. Here we go, first and 10. The ball at the West Allegheny 45-yard line. Hansberry wants to throw, and his pass is caught by Chris Pantelis. A diving catch. Pantelis diving back towards the ball at the 39-yard line of West Allegheny. A gain of 6 to make it second down and 4. 6:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. 14-7 West Allegheny. Once again, Sapulio and Pantelis right. Kyle flanked out to the left. This is the open side of the field, this left side of the formation. 2nd down and 4. Hansberry looking over the middle to Kyle, but it's incomplete. Real strong defensive play made. Broken up by Colliers on that slant in over the middle. Incompleted pass, 3rd down and 4.
That was good coverage by Colliers. I think Kyle maybe just lost the handle on it. However, as the throw is on the mark by Hansberry. He has been terrific in this second half, guiding this offense to one score and driving, hopefully, and for his sake, for another.
6:01 remaining in this game, or in the fourth quarter anyways. All right, with the 3rd down and 4 play, the ball at the 39-yard line of West Allegheny. Hansberry trying to run for the 1st down, fumbled the football, and it is recovered by West Allegheny.
There'll be a loose football.
Or is it? No, it was not fumbled to West Allegheny. Upper St. Clair retains possession, and it was Phil Elias who got on the football. Now it is 4th down and 4. Remember, earlier in this half, Hansberry with a big 4th and 11 play, connecting with Sapulio near the goal line that set up the Upper St. Clair score. 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. 4th and 4 for the Panthers. The ball at the 39-yard line of West Allegheny. See what Hansberry and Upper St. Clair dial up here. Sapulio and Pantelis right. Kissinger and Kyle left. 4th and 4. Kissinger, or the pass is to Kyle, and it is incomplete. Kyle on the near sideline, a down and out route. The pass appeared to be a bit shy of its intended receiver, Kyle, and so West Allegheny gets the football with 5:10 remaining in the fourth quarter, and West Allegheny leading 14-7.
You're exactly right, Lanny. Kyle tried to stop his momentum, come back to the football, but it was just too far behind him, out of his reach. He lost his footing a little bit as it fell incomplete. And once again, the defense comes up big. That's the 2nd time the Indians' defense is forced to turnover on downs in this contest.
1st and 10. West Allegheny has it at its 39-yard line, leading 14-7. Vandamia is in there to take the snap. Tucks the ball under his right arm and goes off right tackle, but runs into a lot of defenders, including Kissinger and Sapulio, also Burton, McClendon, Phil Elias. A gain of 2, 2nd down and 8, 4:50 left in the fourth quarter. West Allegheny leading 14-7.
With how methodical this offense has been for the Indians, there's a realistic opportunity for them to try to run out the clock in this game. Of course, to do so, they have to move the sticks on multiple occasions.
All right, Gallant to take the snap again. 2nd down and 8. In motion, Nico Flatty. Fake of the handoff to him, and then Gallant is thrown down after a gain of a yard. Defensively there for Upper St. Clair, Jeremy Frank. Roush was there as well. And the ball at the West Allegheny 42-yard line. It is 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 with 4:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. And in the game now for West Allegheny, the sophomore quarterback Cam Cruz. And Vandamia flanked out to the near side. He's been a frequent target on these 3rd down plays. Gallant in motion to the left, and Cruz with a screen pass and a big loss on the play. That flip pass went to Nico Flatty. Oh no, I take that back. It went to Davis, and the losses back to the 36-yard line to make it 4th down and 13. 3:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. Kyle's back deep. 4th and 13. and Stout ready to punt from his 25-yard line. Upper St. Clair has 10 players within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Kyle back at his 30-yard line. On a 4th and 13, Stout gets the punt off. It's not a very good one, and the ball bounces out of bounds at the Upper St. Clair 41-yard line. The Panthers need to go 59 yards, 2 minutes, 47 seconds remaining on the clock in this fourth quarter.
2 timeouts as well for the Panthers, and certainly that will be plenty of time for quarterback Jack Hansberry if he's able to keep this drive alive. They need to pick up a couple of first downs at least to get some momentum going.
$936. Thank you all so much.
At Hansberry, he does not have a wideout to the left, and the left side of the formation is the open side of the field. 1st and 10, 42-yard line of Upper St. Clair. Hansberry rolling right. He's going to run it. Gets to the 45 and then steps out of bounds at the 46-yard line for a gain of 4. 2:40 left on the clock with 40 minutes in the fourth quarter. 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 6.
That's fine for Hansberry. He doesn't have to take any deep shots. To my point earlier, just get a couple of first downs. Don't force anything yet. That time he was able to get a nice gain.
Kyle and Sapulio flank left along with Kissinger. The ball on the far hash mark of the 46-yard line. Hansberry looks left, now back to the right. A dump-off pass to McClendon, and West Allegheny was right there. They read it well, and a loss on the play. All the formation was to the left. Hansberry looked left, went back to McClendon on the right, and the ball now at the 44-yard line of Upper St. Clair. It's 3rd down and 7. 2:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. 3rd and 7. Hansberry gets the snap, fires, and it is incomplete, and a flag on the play. The pass intended for Kissinger.
That's Guilfoyle on the coverage, and he will be called for the pass interference.
It was a 3rd down and 7 play. Minute 59 remaining in the fourth quarter. And the umpire, Bruce Crivero, moves the ball to the West Allegheny 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Upper St. Clair. Minute 59 remaining in the fourth quarter. As Sean mentioned a few moments ago, Upper St. Clair has 2 timeouts. Kyle comes to the left, Sapulio and Pantelis to the right. McClendon in the backfield behind the pistol quarterback Hansberry. Fake of the handoff. Hansberry in some trouble. Now fires downfield, and it is incomplete. Sapulio there at the 11-yard line.
Thought that could have been pass interference as well.
Ledford was back there guarding Sapulio.
And he never found the football. He did not turn his head around. And indeed, it is pass interference.
Nice call, Sean. 14-7, West Allegheny leads. A minute 52 remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 big penalties against West Allegheny during this Upper St. Clair drive. The ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. West Allegheny 25-yard line for Upper St. Clair. West Allegheny leads 14-7. West Allegheny led 7-0 at halftime. Led 14-0 with 4:42 remaining in the third quarter. Upper St. Clair scored in the final seconds of the third quarter. Off to the right, it is Pantelis. Kissinger and Kyle left. 1st and 10 for Upper St. Clair at the West Allegheny 25-yard line. Hansberry rolling left, firing to the end zone, incomplete. The pass intended for Kissinger. And it brings up 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 at the West Allegheny 25-yard line. 1:45 remaining. Jack Hansberry has thrown 6 touchdown passes this year. And he's accounted for the lone Upper St. Clair score, scoring the rushing touchdown from inches outside the end zone. Kyle left, Pantelis and Sapulio right on a 2nd down and 10. Hansberry, dump off pass intended for Sapulio through Sapulio's hands as Sapulio cut to the center of the formation. And it's now 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10 at the West Allegheny 25-yard line with 1:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. The battle for first place in the Allegheny 9. Upper St. Clair 5-0 in the conference. West Allegheny 4-0. 3rd down and 10. Kissinger and Kyle left. Sapulio and Pantelis right. Pistol formation. Hansberry to throw. Fires, and it is incomplete, intended for Sapulio at the 15-yard line. Now a 4th and 10.
Sapulio extended an arm, but that throw was a little hot and off the mark. I'm surprised that Upper St. Clair has gone with 3 straight passes after getting the first down by penalty, have not used the run game whatsoever.
And Upper St. Clair calls for a timeout with 1:38 remaining in the 4th quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. This is WJAS 1320 AM. We expected quite a football game, and we've gotten what we expected. Number 1, West Allegheny. Number 4, Upper St. Clair. And now a 4th and 10 for Upper St. Clair at the West Allegheny 25-yard line. Same setup. Sapulio and Pantelis right. Kissinger and Kyle left. 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. West Allegheny by 7. Hansberry up. We got a whistle. And West Allegheny called a timeout just before the snap of the ball. 1:37 left in the 4th quarter.
With that timeout, I want to quickly remind you that for several years, Progress has been recognizing the efforts of high school athletes in Western Pennsylvania. Now that Progress and AstroTurf have united under the AstroTurf name, the team at the new TribLive High School Sports Network is pleased to say that AstroTurf has joined our high school sponsorship family. AstroTurf is one of the most iconic brands in sports, and we're thrilled to have them on board.
Here we are with 1:37 left in the 4th quarter. West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 7. It is 4th and 10 for the Panthers at the Indians' 25-yard line. Upper St. Clair has had 3 previously significant 4th down plays and hooked up successfully with one of them. Hansberry to Sapulio that set up the touchdown. Upper St. Clair was deep in West Allegheny territory with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half and could not score there. So here we go. 4th down and 10. Hansberry ready to set the offense. Kissinger and Kyle left. Pantelis and Sapulio right. John Carson wanted the clock changed to 138. It has been done. All right, here we go. 4th and 10. Upper St. Clair at the West Allegheny 25-yard line. Hansberry looks left, fires, and it is incomplete. The ball goes over on downs to West Allegheny with 1:33 left in the football game.
Hansberry had a lot of time in the pocket. Give credit to his offensive line, but could not find anyone open down the field. He needed to push the ball beyond the first down markers, and he threw an errant pass over the middle. That should do it for West Allegheny.
1:33 left. 1st and 10 at the West Allegheny 25-yard line.
Only one timeout for Upper St. Clair.
The offense will take over the football.
The Indians should be able to run this clock out.
From their own 25-yard line.
Nico Flatty, the 9th grader who has been a significant contributor tonight, brings the play in and will take the snap on the 1st and 10. Ball gets through the hands of Flatty, and he has to fall on it back at the 14-yard line. Fumble the football, and Upper St. Clair has it. The Panthers have recovered the ball at the 15-yard line of West Allegheny.
What an unbelievable play. Looks like Flatty got back on top of it.
It was Phil Elias who made the recovery of the fumble. Upper St. Clair has the ball with 1:27 left in the 4th quarter, and the ball is on the West Allegheny 15-yard line.
What an unbelievable time for a miscue for the Indians' first turnover this game.
Hansberry on a 1st down and 10. 14-7, West Allegheny leads. Closing moments of this classic football game. Handoff, McClendon trying to take it out to the outsides of the right and is able to muscle his way, gets inside the 5-yard line, close to a 1st down. If he did indeed get past the 5, it's a 1st down. And the spot is on the 5-yard line with 1:19 remaining. 1st and goal at the 5. Upper St. Clair down by 7 and has been trailing since there were 3:34 remaining in the 1st quarter. Hansberry, shotgun formation, McClendon to his left. Hansberry's going to run it. Off left tackle, Hansberry trying to get in, trying to muscle his way in, and Hansberry is stopped near the goal line with 53 seconds remaining. 4th quarter. Hansberry scored from inches in the 3rd quarter, and it is a 2nd and goal from inches again, and Upper St. Clair calls a timeout. Just moments ago, West Allegheny appeared to be in position to run out the clock, but a fumble gave Upper St. Clair the ball at the 15-yard line, with Phil Elias recovering the fumble, and now the Panthers are just inches away from being in position to tie this game.
A little surprised that USC used its final timeout with 41 seconds remaining. If the Panthers get into the end zone on this next play, that will allow at least some time for West Allegheny. If they don't, they won't have any timeouts left and will have to scramble to get back to the line to make sure that they are able to get another play off. I would have to suspect that Hansberry will get another opportunity to crack the goal line here.
2nd down and goal at the 4-inch line. Hansberry is going to work under center. Here's the snap. Hansberry diving for the end zone. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Upper St. Clair, with 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hansberry's 2nd touchdown of the night. And at this moment, it is West Allegheny 14, Upper St. Clair 13, a battle for first place in the Allegheny Nine. West Allegheny, the defending 5A champions, #1 according to TribLive High School Sports Network. And now to tie the game, Sean Martin, Hansberry the snapper, Sweeney the holder. The kick is up into the trees, and we are tied. 35 seconds remaining. Upper St. Clair 14, West Allegheny 14. West Allegheny took the first possession of the night, marched 85 yards, and took a 7-0 lead with 3:34 remaining. It was 7-0 at halftime. West Allegheny scored its second touchdown with 4:42 remaining in the third quarter. Upper St. Clair scored with 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So we were 14-7 West Allegheny after 3. And now it is 14-14, 35 seconds remaining. And Sean Martin to kick with Merritt and Ledford back deep. 35 seconds remaining. If this game goes to overtime, it will be West Allegheny's second overtime of the year, defeating North Hills in overtime 29-28 in week 2. 14-14. Here is Martin with a run-up and the kick. Hitting at the 18-yard line. Taken on that far side by Merritt, and Merritt gets out to the 28-yard line and then is pushed back. 29 seconds remaining in the game, or in the fourth quarter. And this drive for West Allegheny, the ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line.
We'll see if the Indians are able to share their mental fortitude here. They had the game seemingly sealed, and then that disastrous fumble, the turnover deep in their own territory, allowed second life for the Panthers, who capitalized.
Cruz, the sophomore, taking the snap, running straight ahead to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and spun down out of bounds on the far sideline at the 48-yard line. Stops the clock with 19 seconds remaining. 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line of West Allegheny. Cruz to the sideline to get the play and then back in again. 14-14 the score.
With just 19 seconds left, though, they'll have to probably take a shot down the field.
2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And running with the ball is Cruz, and Cruz will be brought down at the 48-yard line. 13 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Clock still running. The West Allegheny bench wants Cruz to spike the ball, and he does. Stops the clock with 3 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 14-14 the score. 48-yard line of Upper St. Clair. It looked like West Allegheny had this game won, but there was a fumble with about a minute and a half remaining in the game. Elias made the fumble recovery on a ball that went through the hands of the 9th grader, and then Upper St. Clair from that 15-yard line marched it in. 3rd down and 7. Crow flanked out to the right side. 3 wideouts to this right side, which is the open side of the field. 3rd and 7. Cruz to throw. Pass is caught at the 44-yard line. 40, 35, 30, 20, and finally the play is stopped inside the 20-yard line. And Van Damia made the catch, and that is the end of regulation. Upper St. Clair 14, West Allegheny 14 at the end of 4. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network and WJAS 1320 AM. So we're going to overtime. I mentioned that West Allegheny in week 2, September the 8th, defeated North Hills 29-28 in overtime. Will Weber scored on a 2-yard run in overtime and then scored on the conversion run. That is part of the story for Bob Pelko. In the championship game a year ago, McKeesport scored first in overtime, scored 7 points, had a 7-point lead, and Bob Pelko had his team score and then went for 2 and won that championship game in overtime 38-37. Same story this year against North Hills. North Hills scored first, had a 7-point lead. Pelko's team scored, and Bob went for 2 and won it 29-28. Now keep in mind, for overtime, both series are played at the same end of the field. No sticks are needed. It's always first and goal. John Carson, the referee, conferring with the coaches before setting things up for this overtime period. 14-14. What a classic football game. West Allegheny, the defending champions in 5A. Number 1 this week, according to the new TribLive High School Sports Network. And a half game back of Upper St. Clair in the Allegheny Nine Conference. It was 14-0 West Allegheny with 4:42 remaining in the third quarter. 14-7 at the end of 3, and now 14-14 at the end of 4. The toss of the coin to determine who will get the football, and the decision on which end of the field will be used. Each team gets an offensive possession from the 10-yard line. As I said a moment ago, it's always first and goal. John Carson does toss the coin. West Allegheny is going to get the football first, if it so chooses. And we are going to now setting the players for which way this overtime period will go. West Allegheny is going to play defense first, and will play at the northern end of the field. That's to our left from the press box.
I like that decision. If you stop them through 3 downs, maybe force a field goal, then you know exactly what you need to tie or win the game.
Each team will have 1 timeout in the overtime.
Well, Upper St. Clair gets the ball first. Game tied at 14. Mateo Vandamia has scored for West Allegheny. So has Nico Flatty. For Upper St. Clair, Jack Hansberry has scored twice, giving him 8 touchdowns for the year. At the 10-yard line, as I said a moment ago, always first and goal. Hansberry, the quarterback. McClendon has been exclusively the running back for Upper St. Clair. And McClendon, and now Hansberry shifts out to the right. McClendon gets the snap. Comes off the right side of the line with Hansberry blocking, and McClendon gets down to about the 5-yard line. No, Hansberry, the quarterback, was out, flanked to the right side. McClendon slicing off the right side of the line. And it is now 2nd and goal in this overtime. Ball at the 5-yard line. Game tied at 14.
Ball at the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal. 14-14. Hansberry, shotgun. Running off the left side of the line, trying to sidestep his way to the end zone, and gets down to about the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal for Upper St. Clair. Overtime period. In a 14-14 game, that's the ball at the 1-yard line. This has been, throughout the night, it has been Jack Hansberry territory.
He already has 2 touchdowns from a yard out. He'd love to have the hat trick here in overtime.
And Pantelis right. Kyle to the left. Shotgun for Hansberry. Not under center on 3rd and goal. Hansberry is in trouble and throwing for a big loss. Or at least a significant loss in light of the situation. Brought down about the 4-yard line. That seemed to be a busted play. And the officials will spot the ball. Now they spot it at the 3-yard line. 4th and goal at the 3-yard line. Overtime, and Upper St. Clair is going to take its timeout.
That was Delavade who blew that play up. Anthony Delavade, he's committed to Duquesne. His older brother Armin is a Division I football player as well, and he makes one of his finest plays here to make an interesting decision now for head coach Jim Render facing a 4th down. Do you get the points with the field goal unit, try to go up by 3, or do you go for the touchdown here on 4th down?
Jim Render, who has been coaching high school football for 47 years, has 395 victories, has won 5 WPIAL championships. And here he is faced with a 3rd and goal. Excuse me, 4th and goal. 4th and goal at the 3-yard line. And there is no kicker on the field. Hansberry, shotgun. Once again, shifts out to the right. The snap will go to McClendon. McClendon sprinting for the right, sprinting for the end zone, diving for the goal line. Touchdown, Upper St. Clair. 3-yard touchdown run with Hansberry leading the way as a blocker. McClendon scores, and Upper St. Clair is in front 20-14 in overtime.
When McClendon took that snap, it looked like he was going to have all day to trot into the end zone, but a great recovery by the defense for West Allegheny, but ultimately McClendon was able just to power across that goal line just by a matter of inches.
Well, the extra point now are in Upper St. Clair waving for players. Hansberry ready to snap the ball. The Upper St. Clair quarterback snapping the ball to Sweeney with Martin about to tack on a point or attempt to. The kick is up. Flag on the play. Flag thrown in from the near sideline. The kick was good. A procedure call against Upper St. Clair. The teams went to the sidelines, but they'll have to return to the field because that extra point does not count. Procedure call against Upper St. Clair on the extra point. Upper St. Clair leads 20-14. The Panthers' first extra point or first lead of the night. And now move the ball back to the 8-yard line. And that means this extra point will come from the 15. It'll be a 25-yarder considering the 10 yards of the end zone. Sweeney to put it down. Martin's kick is good. Upper St. Clair 21, West Allegheny 10, or excuse me, West Allegheny 14. 21-14, Upper St. Clair leads. And now West Allegheny will have the football at the same end of the field, the northern end of this West Allegheny football field.
First time the Panthers have held a lead all night.
Keep in mind that the last 2 times Bob Pelko has faced overtime, he has gone for 2 after scoring as the second offensive contribution of an overtime period. Nico Flatty, the freshman, going to take the snap on the 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Flatty sprinting to his left, now tries to cut it up the middle to the 5 and diving for the end zone and coming up just a little bit short. He was taking it to the left, then decided to cut it back and did indeed find some room moving up Steubenville Pike and gets to the 2-yard line.
And what confidence Coach Palco showed in his freshman after that fumble He calls his number again. He's able to get down to the 2-yard line.
Second down and goal at the 2-yard line. 21-14, Upper St. Clair leads. Stout to the right, and Nico Flatty's going to take the snap again. Second and goal in overtime. Flatty, left side, trying to sneak in a lot of bodies and unable to get into the end zone. Going to be a 3rd and goal play coming up. West Allegheny trailing 21-14 has the football. 3rd and goal, the ball is at the half-yard mark, if that. The point of the football almost on the goal line. And Nico Flatty will once again come in with the play. And he will take the snap. No, he won't. I take that back. Vandemia will take the snap. 3rd and goal at the half-yard mark. Here's the snap. Vandemia off the right side is able to get in for the touchdown. And West Allegheny trails by a single point, 21-20. Now what will Bob Palco do? Palco, in the championship game a year ago, went for 2 and 1. Against North Hills this year, he went for 2 and 1. Bob Palco, 205 career wins, 8 WPIAL championships, and Bob Palco is going for 2 here. Gallant brings the play in for the extra point as West Allegheny is going for 2 to win the football game. Gallant ready to call the play. Some confusion about the setup. They're going to reset the play clock. And the timeout is called. Bob Palco calls his timeout. Oh, what a game it's been. West Allegheny led 7-0 after 1. Led 7-0 at halftime. Led 14-0 with 4:42 remaining in the second quarter. Upper St. Clair scored its first touchdown with 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And then Upper St. Clair tied the game with 35 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Hansberry second touchdown that tied the game coming after West Allegheny fumbled the ball when it appeared as if West Allegheny was in position to just run out the clock for the victory.
Well, that fumble will be forgotten if the Indians get into the end zone here. If not, they can point to that play as the biggest reason for sure that they tasted defeat for the first time.
Upper St. Clair scoring in overtime. McClendon a 3-yard touchdown run. Here we go. Here's the football game. West Allegheny going for 2 to win it. And Vandemia will take the snap. There are 3 wideouts to the right. Open side of the field. Here we go. Vandemia take the snap. Cutting to the right side. Now he flips the ball to attempting to get it to a teammate. And it's picked off by Upper St. Clair. And that's the ball game. Vandemia tried to flip it to a teammate, but an Upper St. Clair player grabbed it instead, and the Panthers defeat West Allegheny in overtime. So in the Allegheny 9, Upper St. Clair. Upper St. Clair is 6-0, and West Allegheny is 4-1. Final score in overtime. Upper St. Clair 21, West Allegheny 20. This is the new TribLive High School Sports Network and WJAS 1320 AM. Final score in overtime, Upper St. Clair 21 and West Allegheny 20. Jim Render wins his 396th game. The scoring recap, Mateo Van Damme scored with 3:34 remaining in the first quarter, and West Allegheny took a 7-0 lead after the Colby Stout extra point. That first drive of the night with West Allegheny going 85 yards and dominating much of that first quarter. It was 7-0 at the end of one. It was 7-0 at halftime. And then with 4:42 remaining in the second quarter, or rather in the third quarter, 4:42 left in the third quarter, Nico Flatty, the freshman, had an 18-yard touchdown run, Stout the extra point, and West Allegheny led 14-0. With 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Jack Hansberry with a 1-yard touchdown coming after a big 4th and 11 play with Hansberry connecting with Sapulio to get the ball down to the 1-yard line. Martin the extra point. It was 14-7 West Allegheny after 3. And then in the final seconds of the fourth quarter, just after West Allegheny had been apparently in a position to run out the clock, but there was a fumble. Upper St. Clair recovered, and Jack Hansberry, once again from inches outside the goal line, took it in. Martin the extra point. We were tied at 14 after 4 periods of play. And then in overtime, on a 4th down play from the 3-yard line, McClendon for Upper St. Clair, the 3-yard touchdown run. Martin the extra point. Upper St. Clair led 21-14. And then West Allegheny did score a touchdown. Bob Palco went for 2, and the 2-point conversion was not good, and Upper St. Clair wins it 21-20. We'll have Sean give you the numbers in a moment. This is WJAS 1320 AM.